Sam and Norman coming at you on this wonderfully bright, sunny Friday morning. It's about 7:30 and I am heading to Florida. No, I'm not playing hooky from work. Well, I am a little bit this morning, but in preparation of my big trip coming up, I need a new rear tire. So I'm heading to Adventure Motorsports of Northwest Florida to have one put on my rear wheel. There is a local motorcycle shop that actually doesn't get very good reviews near my house, and they require you to buy the tire from them, and they charge $90 an hour. Florida, I can get this done. I can bring my own tire, and they charge $70 an hour. So when I did all the math, the difference in getting your own tire and whatnot ends up being about $100, which is significant. Not to mention that the place in Florida is where I actually bought the bike, and their service department gets 5 stars, and my service department gets 2 stars. I also used the local shop on my old bike to put a new chain on, and I got about 3 miles away from the shop when the chain flew off as I was doing 45 down a country road. So I don't have a whole lot of faith in them, and I really didn't want to have my tire put on them by them, so I decided to go to this place in Florida. I did look into doing it myself, but honestly, once I buy all the equipment, it was going to get a little bit pricey, and I just assumed to have somebody else do it. So that's what we're doing this morning. So that's exciting. So let's talk about my big trip. First of all, big shout out to Richie Vita and the Wildbad Touring company. They are really the inspiration and really the whole reason that I'm going on this trip, quite frankly. If you haven't been to Richie Vita's channel on YouTube, you've got to go. He's done trips all around Europe. So entertaining. Great bunch of guys. So about, I don't know when it was, 6, 7, 8 months ago, Richie decided for their next touring trip they were going to come to America, and they're actually going to fly over with their bikes. So when he first announced it that he was planning on doing this, I immediately, and I didn't even own this bike at the time, I immediately told my wife, I said, if they come to America, I'm going to meet them. And initially, at that time, they were still trying to plan their route. So, I had emailed Richie and suggested, oh, you need to come down along the Gulf Coast, you know, right around in the water, along the water, I should say, along the coast, yada yada. Well, unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. They're flying into Toronto. They're going to cut through sort of the heartland of America. I think they kind of want to do I'm not sure, but it almost seems like a Route 66, and I don't know their entire route. But one of the things that they are going to do is they want to ride. There's a cop right up there, so I'm not fooling around here. They want to ride the tail of the dragon up in North Carolina, Tennessee, which is that's for me, that's like approximately 600 miles. So if I'm comfortable doing, you know, 300 miles a day, that's kind of a 2-day ride up there. So I spoke to Richie via email a couple of times, and it turns out before they ride the Dragon, they are staying at a KOA in Asheville, North Carolina. which is perfect. It's like 600 miles. That way, it'll be easy to meet up with them that night. When they're staying there, I don't have to. Because the only thing that I was concerned about is I certainly don't want to be a hindrance on their trip. And if it was like, oh, I'll be at the Dragon at noon, and you know, they don't know if they're going to be there at noon. In America for the first time, they might want to venture off or do whatever. So it was going to be hard to get that meetup to happen, and I might be sitting there forever. We could miss each other. The whole thing just was wrought with difficulties. But when he told me they were staying at this KOA, that's perfect. I'll meet you guys there that night. That way we all arrive whenever, but we'll all be there the next day. And I can ride with them for a bit. And then I'll just come home after that. I'm not looking to tag along and ruin their trip for them. I just kind of wanted to meet them. It's a good excuse for me to head up north. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm really excited about it. Well, the other thing that I've really been itching to do is some motorcycle camping. So this really takes care of that as well, in that, you know, it's going to take me 2 days to get up there. I've got to stop somewhere, and I'm going to camp along the way. And obviously I'll be camping at the KOA, and I'll camp on my way home too. So I've been slowly purchasing, not even that slowly, but this past couple of weeks I've been getting a lot of packages from Amazon, because I had to get myself a tent, some duffel bag. I got my new tank bag, a waterproof duffel bag, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, a pot to cook in. I actually got some bear spray, because where we're going, it is bear country. But I think I mentioned on another video, you know, that bear spray is not just for bears. I can certainly use that for any other critters or people, for that matter, that give me trouble. So it's going to be this whole adventure. I am leaving like October 2nd, I believe, on a Monday. I'm going to take the week off of work and head up. I'm so looking forward to it. It really should be a really good time. Just making sure everybody's paying attention there. Should be a really good time, big adventure. And I really have Richie not only as my inspiration, well, Richie and Go Soto, who I watch across the country. So, but if not for Wildbad Touring and Richie Vita, this trip would not be happening at all. Not at all. So thanks, guys. I'm really looking forward to meeting up with you, and I will definitely buy the first round. It's the least I can do. And everybody, please go to his channel, watch his videos, and subscribe. So yeah, that's my plan. And hence the reason I am now on my way to Florida to get the new wheel on my back tire. I just don't think, I figure all said and done, this trip is likely to be close to 1,500 miles. And I do not want to, I don't think I could put 1,500 miles on this rear tire. I don't know when it was last changed. Oh look, it's the Florida line. We're in Florida. Sweet. Well, that didn't take very long. Let that guy come out quickly. Oh, he's going that way apparently. So this is what my old tire looks like. It's going through the bands and the new tire.